floor and put the, yeah, there we go. Kneel down.
You want to do the first 5?
We're giving him 5. We're giving him 5 minutes.
You got 5.
Did you do a guest
I have a hard out at
podcast?
5:30.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
You're.
He's always trying to big time.
I just.
My big dog, and it's my new new thing.
I think I'm ready.
I have a hard out.
And Dan's got 5.
I got 5 minutes.
I'm starting the shot clock.
All right.
I got 5 minutes.
Let us know when we're ready
Before I have to leave. So just whatever you want to ask me, get it. You know.
But can you stay though?
The whole time?
Yeah.
No. Well, unless my friend could come up here.
No.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. He's a good guy.
Who is he?
His name's Clay Parks, aka the Bitch Respecter.
Get him up here.
Yeah. yeah.
Samaha, why don't you get in here too?
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
This could be fun.
I just ambush Velasquez's pod.
Tobin's calling
I
the
start
shots
directing
now.
the pod.
It's loosely his podcast. You know, there's only been a few episodes.
Are we recording?
We could actually take it over.
Yeah.
We're recording?
Someone has to take the reins.
Are we recording?
Oh, all right.
Are we recording?
We're recording. Welcome
All right,
to the
everyone shut the fuck up.
podcast. Yeah. All right. This is episode 5, I think. I got my good friends Tobin and Mike on the pod as guests, and we got a special guest appearance with Dan Carney. He's on the shot
I'm
clock.
on my knees for the second time today. They didn't give me a chair.
Yeah, well,
He's only got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Starting now.
He's got 5. We're giving him 5. It's a big opportunity for you.
Quick guesty.
What do you got?
Should we ask any questions to Dan up top?
Yeah, let's get it moving.
Well, I'll just say I saw Dan outside. He was smoking a cig and carrying a marble rye. I didn't know he was that cool, to be honest with you.
Quick plug, we have a show called Marble Rye. Buy tickets. It'll be out. The next one's January 24th.
Yeah,
They were calling the lineup gay.
Why?
I did not. I would never say such thing. I would never call anything gay, unless it is gay.
Okay. Did you feel like it was
The gayest.
Yeah?
Gayest lineup I've ever
What happened
seen.
to your nose?
We're gonna save it for the pod.
Okay, we'll save it for the pod.
But we're recording.
Let's ask me some questions.
This is gonna get cut out.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you get that jacket from?
I got this jacket from Marine Layer. You ever been?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I like Marine Layer.
It's a good store.
All right.
Upper West Side.
That was an okay question.
The cigarettes were better. What made you start smoking cigarettes?
Stress.
This is a new thing.
This is a new thing. I quit coffee, so I'm trying to be healthier this year.
So you think cigarettes are healthy?
I feel better smoking cigarettes than I did drinking coffee. I'm more lucid.
Speaking of, I got some. I'm gonna pop one of these.
Why don't you do a Zyn instead of this?
No, it's
cigarettes?
disgusting. That's disgusting behavior. I'd never put something like that in my mouth.
Well, the flavor's smooth.
You'd put a lot
you know?
of things in your mouth.
I've
though,
put a
honestly.
lot of things.
You're
in my
on your
mouth
knees
that
right
are
now.
I am on my knees right now. That shows how bad I really want to be on this podcast.
Yeah, this is. I was gonna have you on next episode, but I guess this kind of fulfills that requirement. So we could just have Lieberman on
fine.
solo guest.
It's my time.
Are you having Lieberman on?
I want Lieberman
That's
on.
great.
Yeah, I'm not scared. See, most podcasts are scared to have wild cards on. Not here at Pillow
I'm
Fight.
happy you're doing it so you can get shadow banned and my podcast can rise from the ashes. That's what I like.
What podcast?
I've got multiple podcasts.
I thought you got the fake pod.
That's one of them.
God, all pods are kind of fake though.
Yeah, what pot is real?
I've got one real, one fake.
What's the real one?
Baby shower comedy.
Why baby shower?
He says you're a pedophile.
Doesn't really matter.
I think
He's calling
I
your
know the
show
answer.
gay,
It doesn't really matter.
and you're calling his.
it's. I mean, you're 7 feet tall.
But we're
and you have a
about-
podcast called The Baby Shower.
We're about 168 episodes in. We max at about 40 listens.
and your audience ages out in like a couple of weeks once it starts teething. So
because they die.
No, because they
Is that
become
an old
they become
inside joke
toddlers.
about how old my audience is?
No,
No,
he's
I
saying
meant
they're
like
young.
they're children.
They're so
They're
young.
babies.
Once
Baby
they're
shower.
not babies, they don't listen to Baby Shower.
Why would you think babies listen to Baby Shower
Why
podcasts?
would you name a podcast Baby Shower if you didn't want babies to listen to it?
It's 70-year-olds.
It's 70.
Yeah.
How do you know the age?
Because it's in the
Analytics?
demographics. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
analytics.
nice. That's a good pod. That's what we want here.
It just means his parents are listening.
it's just his parents. It's his parents
and
group
the
of friends.
And my
Are babies
grandparents.
not listening though?
Average.
Has it not caught on with babies?
No. they
No?
don't
That's
listen to it.
crazy. That should be
I
the
guess
crib music.
indirectly they listen because their parents are listening.
Not enough people ask babies what they want to listen to.
That's a market that hasn't been targeted.
That's a market
yet.
that has
Yeah.
not been tapped
Well, you need
into.
an acoustic guitar.
You should do a podcast where it's like
Just the sound of keys, just like
Goo goo gaga. Goo goo
for like 30
gaga.
minutes.
go tickle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. That's a good podcast idea. That's what we're gonna eventually become. I mean, my guests have gotten progressively dumber, and we're just gonna go full Bramante
This guy.
specifically. I
Who's
mean, I
the
don't
first
know.
guest?
Well, it got progressively dumber just having these two sit in, and then you walked in. Look at you. Look at you right now.
I look great. I arguably the best looking person here.
I mean, you're on
I'm wearing.
your knees.
I have a.
You're not wearing a hoodie.
I have a stylish jacket. I have a nice cardigan underneath this.
Tobin's hoodie looks very fresh. He does have tape over his nose. Can we talk about why your nose?
Yeah,
is
did
all-
Did you guys see the victory last night over
this?
Gonzaga, Santa Clara? Steve Nash was in the building. Haven't beat Gonzaga since 2011.
It's big.
How old are you?
31.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I was just curious.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 27.
All right, just
Yeah.
curious.
I was just.
All right, I feel like there's a big.
All right.
There's a lot of tension between the blondes.
Yeah.
Two blonde guys can't be in the
Why
same
is there
room.
blonde- There's too many blondes in this podcast.
Yeah, there's way. I
There's a lot
feel
of
a little
blondes.
nervous.
I'm digging a tunnel after this. I don't know
Yeah.
what you guys are getting into.
Well, we are in the tunnel. We are in Tunnel Town. We are in the land of tunnel.
this is.
What was the story on
This is
tunnel?
actually a 120-story building. What is this? Is this tape for my nose?
Yeah.
Could I put this on?
Yeah.
You mean it? I'm gonna do it.
I've
It's going
heard.
to change your life.
Really? I do have a fucked up nose.
Do you have a deviated septum?
I might. A person did look at my nose and they went, oof. So I don't know if that's good.
I think
it is
that's
a little
good.
skinny.
Just like a person.
Like mine.
Not
It's a
Right
little
down
long.
here.
You got a kind of a Leonard Bernstein thing going on.
Whoa.
You look
buddy.
like you're digging a couple tunnels. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Hey.
But the
Who's
story,
Leonard Bernstein?
that was the,
He's the landlord.
Bradley Cooper. He's my landlord. No, the Bradley Cooper movie about the conductor, and they made the synthetic nose.
Oh, Maestro.
Maestro. Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Look at that. Oh, 5 minutes is up.
Okay.
5 minutes, you're done, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
All right.
Dan,
Well, thank
Go
you
put
guys
on
for
that nose
coming.
strip and get the hell out
you're
of
getting
here.
you're getting the light.
I'm getting the light. All right.
Wait, where are you going?
You have to hold it down for 30 seconds.
All right, you have those 30
Tight.
seconds. He's running the light.
How high did you go?
I didn't go that high. I think I went about as high as you. I went right over the bridge.
No, his
Right
is
under
way
the-
You
low.
gotta
His
go
is
low.
way
You
low.
gotta go low.
I went under
His
the
is
bridge.
on the
I went under
tip.
the bridge. Look at mine. I went probably.
No, yours is way higher, dude.
It's too high up.
Yours is on your eyebrows, basically.
I think that mine's fine. I mean, I have a big nose.
I would
There's a lot of
reapply
land.
as quick as possible.
You guys sneakily both have big noses.
Sneakily?
Yeah.
Mine's bigger than yours. Yours is bigger because it's inflamed for some reason.
Yeah, what happened?
I have a deviated septum because I play sports. I got hit in the nose, and the doctor said I should get surgery to open up my deviated septum, but we're trying out this nose strip to see what it would feel like if I feel better. Because if I don't feel better from it, I'm not going to get surgery.
Can you just not breathe through your nose, essentially?
I can't breathe through one nostril. But right now, I've had it on for like 2 days, and I've never felt better.
Really?
You
Yeah.
never look better. You look great.
Yeah, you look
I
good.
feel
It looks
fantastic.
pretty.
It
It
actually
looks
pretty
fitting.
cool.
It's
Guys used to
becoming
wear
of
that
you.
in sports. It'd be like a cool look.
Yeah, but
People
it
run
was a
away from
sports
me.
Injury. What sport?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a tall guy. Mike's a big basketball guy. Do you guys play together?
We've played before. I got him on our
Mike's
men's league.
Is he
team.
good?
He is good.
I've got it on our men's league
And
team.
so is he.
We've played too.
Is
I
he-
played with both these
Yeah.
guys.
Is
You're
he-
good. You're good too.
I'll stop.
Tobin played
Go on.
one game on my men's league team, and then he quit the next season, the next game.
Couldn't handle it.
I got injured.
He
That was
paid
the-
he paid the league fee and quit.
Dude, you're made of glass.
I'm made of glass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got injured easily. I would cut you.
Todd Glass.
Do you know who's that?
No.
I think that's a comic.
No.
Rick Glass.
Nostradamus. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty
Does
good.
it feel
All
good?
right.
Can you
It's
feel
this
it or
time.
no?
Good.
Can you feel
All
it?
right.
I do feel it. Thank you guys
All right.
for having me.
Thanks for
All right.
jumping on for a brief moment.
You're welcome. Your career will never be the same.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Have fun out there. Take a souvenir. All right.
Close the door on your way.
Now we can start.
Now the pod finally
the
starts. All right, we'll
podcast
cut the
starts.
first five.
Yeah.
It's good to be here with my good friends Mike and Tobin. You guys have been making some sketches lately. They've taken TikTok by storm.
That's right.
I mean,
Is that it?
well, no, I thought you would give some context into it. You know.
okay,
get out
so
of
we're
your
doing
work.
some sketches. We're doing some
Nice. Shout
some
out Patty Clips.
satirical pickup artist sketches.
Based off of like life events.
Yeah. So so these are things that you basically have struck out with many women. I would assume.
And succeeded with many women.
Just
call it.
shoot or shoot.
Let's
That's
see
that
both sides
basketball
of the coin.
reference.
It's all about being vulnerable. Don't be afraid of the rejection.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of the rejection. Is that a tip? That should be a video. Print it. Next video.
Rejecting. It's not rejection. It's just weeding out who's not a viable candidate.
That's a
for
good
you.
way to look at
You're
it.
not a good match.
So it's productive. Rejection is actually positive.
It's the best thing that you can do is get rejected.
Do
by
you
a
think it's
girl.
better than succeeding?
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
it's all
agree.
feedback, right? It's all feedback.
That's
If you-
true,
If
yeah.
you get rejected, all right, it's not a good match. So-
Right. It's like bombing. Like when you bomb, you learn so much more about your jokes. You add a tag. It's the same thing with picking up ladies.
Right.
There's a lot of overlap.
This has been an evolution of a process of understanding this whole approaching women thing, though. I don't think we started off with like, oh, rejection's good.
You've learned this.
You've learned it over time.
Reality imitating art.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got it.
After reading thousands of books,
What book?
they all kind of lead to the same fact
What
that
literature
rejection's good.
do you recommend for the listeners if they want to study up?
There's a laundry models by Mark Manson.
That's the definitive text.
Have you read that?
I've started to read it, but
Really?
I know what it. Like you read the game. He got me the game.
Did you read the game?
I feed him these books and he reads like 3 chapters and then puts them down.
Did you read the game?
I get the whole.
I've read the game multiple times.
Multiple times.
Yes.
And the game is not. It's like an investigative piece, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a.
The guy infiltrates the pickup artist, but then he becomes one. That's
Okay.
part of it.
One of the things I saw in the game is that it says you got to put time constraints, and I feel like this is what you did to start the pod. You said you had
false time.
yeah,
constraints.
false time constraints.
Yeah.
So, but then explain that. So it's like you do a false time constraint so you could extend if you need to, or is it a false time constraint just to?
I think it
For no
puts him
reason.
at ease. So you could this is a tactic of a false time constraint. You approach, you'll be like, hey, I got to get out of here. But before I do, I just want to see if you'd want to grab a drink sometime.
Okay.
So it makes him feel less pressure in the moment.
What if you take your phone out and you say you have 20 seconds to give me your number and you start it? Shot
I think
clock.
that's good. That's extra pressure.
I think the shot clock's good.
Just kind of like what we did with Dan.
yeah. What we were trying to seduce Dan.
Yeah.
We got him on his knees.
You're right.
Yeah, so it kind of worked. Nice. Yeah, I wanted to read the game because I've heard a lot
You still
about
can.
it. I still can. I'm going to borrow Bramante's copy because it's collecting
I've
dust
read
on
like
the bookshelf right now.
3 chapters, but
Ooh, I just got a new
when he-
match on the league. How
when he
fortuitous.
calls,
Actually,
Yeah, actually.
Tobin's one of these guys
no.
where he buys books for his friends but it's a nice gesture. And so he calls me once. I was like, I got the game because I sent him a picture of it. He calls me, goes, be very careful.
if you read the game, do be very careful.
Wait, why?
It's a poisonous book.
What's the caution? That it just will make you more misogynistic?
There's a
I
lot.
don't think that's possible.
a little bit,
There
and
is.
there's a lot of stuff in the game that people could take overboard. There's a lot of good stuff in there,
Okay.
but there's there's a guy in there. I forget what you remember the guy's name.
The main
Who I'm
guy?
about to- no, there's another guy in there. Ross Jeffries.
Okay.
He does.
Oh,
the
they
thing-
gave his full name.
He does neurolinguistic programming, where if he's talking to
NLP.
a girl,
I know about NLP.
he'll like do a move, and then he'll associate it in their mind. He'll like hypnotize them to get turned on every time he does this.
Yes. My friend.
This guy,
this guy.
Ross Jeffries.
That guy?
Yes.
That guy. you
One of the
tell-
greatest pickup artists
The
of all
game,
time.
the game might be. I'm gonna have to put a picture of this guy on the pod. The game might be an actual. It might work because this guy looks like Sideshow Bob.
Right. I think,
He looks
most
insane.
of them aren't good looking guys necessarily. They're just like,
Well, that's why they're going.
that's
to
why
this-
they're resorting to these
Right,
tactics.
right.
Well, here's the issue: is that the game doesn't work. Some of the stuff in the game works, but a lot of the stuff in the game doesn't work because girls know about the game.
I know. So I have a joke about the game, and I'm like, has anyone read it? And it's almost always girls that have raised their.
They read it.
Yeah, that read it.
Fuck.
Yeah, so they know. But NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, I remember when Trump was running in 2016, my friend had like looked a lot up about it, and he was like, that's everything Trump does is just NLP.
Yep.
Just like if you look at him on the debates, he's like patting a guy on the shoulder. It's all like physical touch when he's trying to buddy up to someone. The guy's a master.
But do
of
you
it.
think he knows about it or he just does it?
He might be a natural, but I think he also knows about it.
That's what Velasquez does during his act.
I just rubbed the stool.
That's when they laugh.
He rubs the stool, then they laugh. Yeah, exactly.
I rubbed the stool to completion.
But that stuff is obviously like, all right, you're hypnotizing women, and what is this? I mean, that's too far. You know what I mean?
Well, they're doing the same thing to us, but just for a different purpose.
I don't think they're doing anything other than just existing. And
No, that's not true, dude. There's a lot of manipulation going on.
It's all manipulation.
It's all
Everything-
All seduction is manipulation.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
You think that they're dressing that way because it's fun, like a girl at a club?
Well, no, I'm
Heels?
just saying. Well, I don't know if that's
Heels is
manipulation.
Yes.
Heels are just making your ass look fat.
It's all manipulation.
It's all. There's no such thing as a genuine connection. It's all just people manipulating each other.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, no one actually connects.
Yeah.
It's all just smoke and mirrors. It's a tactic, dude. Everything's a tactic.
Right. But isn't there some sort of, there's a physical connect? It's all like chemicals.
Connections don't come until you're like year 3 of a relationship. It's a manipulation for the first 2.
When the physical attraction wears off.
Yeah, well, what happened, I had an ex-girlfriend, it lasted 3 years. Year 3 was bad. That's because the manipulation ended. When we were manipulating each other, it was great. Once we tried to be genuinely a couple, terrible.
Well, that's why you have to read Atomic Attraction, which talks about how to keep women in year 3, 4. You still have to be.
What is 3?
Oh, in
You
years
still
3 and
have
4?
to be a little unpredictable.
Does it specifically say
It talks
years of
about
3, 4?
No, not years 3, but it says long-term relationships. You still have to be. You still have to keep them on their heels a little bit.
So the manipulation can never end.
Where you're like, babe, we're going to Tulum, and they're like, oh my god, you have to
Yeah,
continue.
All right, we're back.
God damn it.
We're back. All right, so you said, Tobin said we need a second apartment. Have you ever seen the movie The Apartment? Jack Lemmon, old movie, and it's about this guy who has an apartment that everyone in his office uses to bring their mistresses, and he gives that favor to rise up the corporate ladder.
That is an amazing premise.
It's made for it's actually an
We should
all-time movie.
remake it.
You see him.
No,
you see
actually-
his face light up like a Christmas tree when you told him the premise of that movie.
You have to see it's like a 1960s film, amazing, and it's really good. And actually, a modern remake is a really good idea.
The Apartment. Oh,
It's about an Upper West Side apartment. It's the best. And it's literally just he uses it as, and his neighbors are like, you're a piece of shit. Every night you're bringing 3 women home, and it's just different guys that are using it as like to bring their mistresses.
does he live in the apartment?
He lives there, but then it's
He's
kind of
like
like a
the other room?
wacky. It's kind of like a wacky. No, he has to just like roam the streets, like go to a bar.
Oh, they sex style him
yeah.
out of his own
So
apartment.
he lets like his colleagues use it.
Yeah.
right? And then he gets favors at work because of it.
Then he falls in love with a girl. It ends up his boss, like the CEO, wants to use the apartment to bring that girl, and then this whole
The girl
love,
that he falls in love
yeah,
with?
and it's a whole love triangle.
Wow, conflict.
Really good.
Does she sleep with the boss?
She was like in love with the boss, and then he ends up winning in the end. But it's funny because he's like, he's a good guy, even though he's using his apartment as a whorehouse. But he's a good guy. But there's a funny, then he's like taking care of her because she falls ill, and the neighbors are like, he's no good. He's bringing women back every day, but it's not him. He's misunderstood.
Got it.
Right.
And then he explains the situation to her.
I don't know if he ever does.
Yeah, I feel real bad for this protagonist here.
No, you do. It's a heartwarming story. It is old, so there's some plot holes.
There's the thing. Even old movies had kind of like crazy plots. That were like a little more,
Have you seen The Game?
scandalous. No,
The Game with Michael
is
Douglas.
Yeah, it's one of the best
So
movies
good.
of all time.
Yeah, all time. Not related to the book,
Right.
but
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot about manipulation, though. It's all about manipulation.
Yeah.
That movie.
What's it about?
It's about a guy who's just stuck in a game, but it
Well,
seems
life
like
is
real
a
life.
game. Life is.
He
That's kind
has
of the point of the movie.
He's got a dull life, and his here it is. His brother signs him up for a real life game.
But it
Yeah.
seems like these like CIA agents are like abducting him, or like these criminal, and so you think, yeah, a wealthy
And
San
you-
Francisco banker is given an opportunity in a mysterious game.
And he doesn't know whether like
Yeah, it's
things that happen in his real life are part of the game or not part of the game.
it's impossible to
It's-
discern.
It's the best movie of all time.
What if
your
me and-
game starts now? That's what they always say.
What
Your
if me and
game
Jake have
starts.
placed you in a game these past?
Yeah.
couple
I
months?
love it.
What if that nose injury was part of the
It'd be
game?
such a lame game.
That's true. Your life, yeah, your
This
life
game that
does.
you guys are playing on me right now. Why
Well,
can't you make it better?
I think that's a more interesting. Tactic. You just put someone into the game, but you make it the most boring life.
Yeah, so they have no idea they're inside of the
Yeah,
game.
that's how
Next,
you really.
next time I'm on a
manipulate.
date with a girl, I'm gonna be like, "Are you part of the game?"
We're just basically playing Sims with you.
Yeah.
It's just everyday activities.
You're a character.
Here,
You're nothing to us.
we'll get you on a date. It's nothing. It's just we kind of like move the mouse around.
When you're sleeping with a girl, you think it's all these things you've read up on, these tactics. They're paid actors.
No,
Some really hot girl approaches me tomorrow, and I'm like, "Nice try, Jake. Nice try."
they're like, this guy, he's talking to himself.
Yeah,
He's crazy.
he's nuts. Yeah. No, the game is essential.
The game. It's all about the game.
It's all about the game. Life is a game.
Life's a game.
And manipulation is the only way to win.
Yeah, well, that's how you find true love, is manipulate you.
I mean, stand-up is also just manipulation.
Everything's manipulation.
Everything's manipulation.
Yeah.
There's nothing genuine in life.
No.
Yeah.
Besides your podcast.
Besides this friendship that we have.
This is a good friendship.
Yeah.
I was excited for this.
No, so am I.
I wish I did more research, but I don't know what I was researching.
What did you want to talk to us about? Why'd you choose us to be on the pod with you?
Well, you guys are doing the sketches together, and we often sit in the comic strip, me and Mike, on the back of the list, like we're less like we're third-class citizens.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we we talk a lot about our tactics and the game, so to speak.
So we do have.
I literally, last time I checked my feed on Instagram, 90% of it is just chick stuff. Like, if any girl were thinking about dating me, they'd go on my Instagram profile and be like, this guy is unhinged.
But the other thing is where we are doing these sketches, so you kind of got to watch this stuff to see what's really taking place, so we can satire.
Right, that's true. So you could say it's research.
Do the satirical
sketches
version.
are nice because you could say this is just my job.
Right.
This is what I do.
And this podcast also. None of this is real.
This is the game.
It's the game.
Right.
Yeah. This is just
nothing
part
I
of-
say. This is all just for entertainment. It's
This
not
is
anything that I
manipulation.
truly believe.
We're manipulating the listener right now.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah,
I
these
like,
guys are virgins.
I like that fact. I like that fact. I like that fact pattern.
Nothing is actually real.
Yeah, none of this is true. Nothing has been true on this podcast.
Although we did have one sketch go viral on TikTok. It's got like 720,000 views. Who's counting? But
Yes.
it was the non sequitur technique. Thank you very much.
Standing ovation.
So this was just an idea that we had. Non sequitur is like you just got to say something outlandish and then ask her out.
Yeah, so give me an example.
So,
Like, what's an example of a non sequitur?
like a non sequitur is
Did you see the Dalai Lama kissed a child? How about drinks on Wednesday?
yeah,
That's really good.
right.
Do you not let her respond to the first thing, the rhetorical?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Just
what they
getting her
want.
attention.
But I'm saying, how long of a pause do you give until you?
You never double text. What do you mean?
No, you're saying this is
All
over
in one text.
This isn't in person. I thought
Right.
I imagined this in person.
You can also, to be honest with you, doing non sequiturs in person also works extremely well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If let's say you do it in person, you say, "Did you see the Dalai Lama kiss a kid?" Are you just waiting?
Yeah, you don't say, I saw the Dalai Lama kissed a kid. You want to grab drinks
That's
on
what I'm
Tuesday?
saying.
In person.
Yeah, so in person you have to let her.
Also,
respond.
what's the context? Is it someone that you know
No, just at a bar,
at a bar, never talked to before?
going up first line.
It's different. It
You
could
could
be
try
used.
it.
It could be used.
I kind of want to try.
I think it could be
Do it.
good.
I think a non sequitur. I think it's nice to have these things like formalized, because then when you go to a bar with your friends, there's a level of confidence. You're like, I'm going to try this out.
Well, yeah, but
You're
you
just
also
testing.
got to be able to riff at the moment. You got to have a little rust, as we were talking about earlier.
Right.
You can't just go in there with this is the game plan. You got to
Yeah.
be able to adjust.
Yeah.
For sure. But I also just think there's something about if you just go up to you're like, I'm going to go talk to that girl, and you're just genuinely yourself and you fail, it's embarrassing. But if you're like, I'm going to give her a non sequitur and you fail, you're like, well, the non sequitur didn't work. It's not me. It's
do a
not-
false time constraint beforehand, too. Say, I only got a second. Did you see the Dalai Lama kissed a child 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Drinks on Wednesday. Here's my phone number.
Well,
There's a lot to throw out.
when she responds to the Dalai Lama, you don't even acknowledge what she says. You just ask her for drinks after that.
So if she says no, you're not going to explain it?
No, it's
Oh,
it's good to
interesting.
just leave it out there.
Got it.
It's
so then she's
interesting.
researching.
Yeah.
Then it gives you something to talk about.
if she says no, then you go, no. The Dalai Lama did kiss a child.
Drinks on Wednesday.
Drinks on Wednesday.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
She's like, no, I don't want to get. And you go, No, I'm telling you, the Dalai Lama did do that.
Yeah.
Drinks on Wednesday.
But I think this tactic probably does work better over text.
Yeah.
Right? Like you say something like, "Oh, just like carved a pumpkin and smashed it on somebody's lawn. You want to go out on Friday?"
I think you need a
No, because they're like, What's going on with the pumpkin guy?
it's mystery.
It's mystery,
You seem like a tortured soul.
right?
This guy's got some issues.
Yeah, I'm smashing pumpkins.
Well, girls do like to fix a guy. So you do need to manipulate them to think that you have problems that don't exist.
Right.
You know.
Well, the key is to just get away from the monotony of what they see 1,000 times a day.
Right.
1,000 guys, 100, whatever girl you're talking to, she's got 10 guys that messaged her, what are you doing tonight?
Right. So you have to non sequitur it.
Yes.
You non sequitur to stand out.
Yeah. But I do think it's got to be silly. It's got to be a silly one.
Right. Obviously, in the
What's a serious one? Like, give me an example of,
A serious one's just maybe like a personal detail.
like, I've got herpes.
Yeah, I've got herpes.
Drinks on Tuesday.
Drinks on Tuesday.
yeah, that should work.
That would work. I think.
Yeah.
It's brutally honest.
Yeah.
It's brutally honest, but I think that conversation is going to come up eventually. So you want to get it out there.
Yeah.
Brutally honest is vulnerable and authentic.
Also,
There's also, it's,
if you could overcome that off the jump, there's nothing you can't do.
right. She goes, me too.
Well, that's a layer
On
of
Tuesday, you
complexity.
go, I was just joking
Yeah.
about me having herpes.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
But I'm still in.
That's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
a good question to, or good statement to say, so just to see if she says me too. And if she
Right.
says me too, then you got me too'd. Then you're
Right.
out.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Another girl's got herpes.
And then she goes, "No, I'm not going to date you if you have herpes." You go, "I was just kidding. I wanted to just double check that you didn't have it,
Yeah.
Yes.
but still bringing condoms."
I just want you to know I'm very safe.
right.
And then you bring down a wallet and it unfolds like pictures of your children. Just like
And then
full
on the
condoms.
date, you take your herpes medication.
Yeah, a little cream.
You go, "This
a
is
topical.
just fucking."
Hold on, I have to put on my cream.
Can't you have? Isn't that a thing that people take medicine for herpes so they don't
I'm sure
have
there's
it?
medicine
There's
for it.
probably medicine.
Where
I
it's
mean, I don't think
dormant?
you'd ever.
You would know, wouldn't you?
I don't think you ever don't have it.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Never had an STD.
Yeah.
Really? Not anything?
Never.
Me neither. Wow. That kind of is embarrassing.
Bramante.
No, no.
We're 0 for 3?
Yeah.
That's great,
embarrassing.
man.
It's actually not that expensive, huh? $57? 15? That can't work.
Depends on which brand.
$8?
Depends on which brand you get.
That's like the Rite Aid brand.
Oh, that's
But I don't think
cream.
it's
You don't
like
want cream.
a brand that people would know. Like if you pulled it out, they're like, "What's that for?" You wouldn't.
You could just be like, this is for my blood pressure.
Right. Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't know. You know what I
herpes simplex. Ugh, dude.
mean? Unless it has it like in the name.
Herpes is probably the grossest one, right? Or gonorrhea.
It sounds
They're
like
all-
it sounds like the worst one.
Those are gross.
Look at the second row.
Oh my
two in
God.
from the left. That thing. dude.
Those are,
Jesus Christ.
Imagine going into the office on Monday with that.
I try to add some pictures to the pod. I don't know if I can.
And this is why you should just be celibate. I'm going to enter the priesthood.
Yeah, you got to enter the priesthood.
Wait, that one's herpes?
Which one?
That's what.
Yeah, no, herpes are gross. Sorry.
Thank you, Samaha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out Patty Clips.
Yeah.
So are you you're a big condom guy then?
I've only not worn a condom once ever in my life.
That's not true.
It's very true. I'm not going to say her name, but it was in college.
He's got.
Oh, you're saying on a one night stand, or
At any point in my life,
you're saying on a one night stand, or in general?
I've only experienced unprotected sex.
So you've only had sex once.
the rest of the time just
that's-
with a balloon.
Our theory is if you're wearing you're just having sex with the balloon animal inside a woman. That's what condom sex is, dude.
Then I've only had sex once. Yes,
You've had sex with
You're
one.
and I'm fine with that.
You fuck a lot of balloon animals, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't. I'm a nice Catholic boy.
He's a nice Catholic
I go
boy.
to church.
You do go to church. That's a new thing now.
It's
No, I think-
very old.
Yeah, I think you used to go.
Since I was like a fetus. Yeah.
No, but have you been going forever?
I go through phase. I'll go like once since college. I've been going like once every 2 or 3 months.
Do you think it's because you are constantly engaging in sin?
you have
Specifically,
cat-
the
do you have
deadly
cat-
sins of lust and gluttony?
Do you have?
Ladies, if you're watching this,
do you have Catholic guilt?
no, I just enjoy church. To be honest with you, it's nice.
Do you go to confession?
No.
Yeah.
I've been to confession once. I've
You
been to
got-
confession the same amount of times I've had unprotected sex.
It was actually the same time.
Yeah, it was
somehow.
right after.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a great place to meet women.
Where?
Church.
Is that's not true.
The donut social after church.
Well, I think maybe not, maybe church, but not Catholic church. You got to go to those sexy New Age churches like Hillsong.
Oh, let me.
What was
tell
the
you
other
something.
one?
Like Elevation. Or something.
Elevation, yeah.
They're all like they got these like
Self-help type names.
self-help names, and they're not. They're like
Have
just.
you been?
I've been to Hillsong.
And there's a bunch of babes.
It's insane.
No,
It's
stop.
insane.
No, it's just
Patty
beautiful.
Clips, pull up a pic.
It's just beautiful people.
No, Hillsong, literally like the preacher or whatever you call him, will be the guy giving the sermon has like sunglasses on inside and like a chain wallet and a leather jacket.
No, yeah,
and then he probably just gets sucked off backstage.
It's all.
Can we get
it's all a
gigs?
scam.
Hillsong.
It's
Can we get
all.
Hillsong
Look how cool
gigs?
these people are.
Yeah. They're doing stand up. They like cut up clips.
Yeah, they
Like-
post
Get
clips.
out of here.
No, I tell like they got bomber jackets and fades
That
and
girl's having
chains
an orgasm in
and
the
Air Jordans.
Zoom in. Do Hillsong Church checks.
Do
Search
Elevation Church like the pastor.
that. Hot chick. Yeah, there we go.
There
Hot
we go.
chick.
This is
Oh my God, so hot.
Hillsong partner. Oh, that's a pastor? Jesus, I'd go to that sermon. Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Alleging affair.
See, these guys are all fashionable. They're like GQ, and then
I think that's Justin Bieber. I don't know if he's actually a part of.
the whole mass is just a sermon. It's just them just doing. They do.
Hillsong Church was a breeding ground for inappropriate sex, and leaders sent nudes to female volunteers while sleeping around. Claim whistleblower. That's track.
It's manipulation.
Yeah, I got brought by this guy I used to work with, who was like this, like Asian guy, like very jovial, but he was like a socialite. And then I just went with him. It was just literally every girl was a 10.
Tobin is really. He's like, I'm joining this church.
It's like-
I could see the wheels turning.
It's like
He's like, I
I'd
need to
go.
go.
They play like theaters too. It's like you're going to church at like MSG. It's like going to see Fish.
Right. It is. Pull up Elevation Church.
Elevation is that's the one Mike stated.
I went on a couple dates with two different girls who were part of Elevation Church.
Really?
Yeah, and they were both. They're both.
Is it
That looks
Catholic?
like an
What is
Equinox.
it? What is this?
This is Elevation.
He's
There's
doing
a slide.
time. It's a special.
There's a slide.
Yeah, but what do you get communion? Like, what's it about?
It's about Jesus.
These guys. It's all like this New Age Christianity where it's like you can be. There's not all like
You
the
can
rules.
sin.
You can sin basically.
You can sin,
as
but
long as you're like living
those-
in the light of.
you can kill people, but we'll still send you. We'll still tell you that you're going to go to heaven.
Exactly.
Only
That's what it is.
They're only
for sinners.
baptizing
Yeah.
the fat chicks. Did you see this video? That girl's not bad. I think Hillsong's hotter, honestly.
Nothing more embarrassing than getting baptized as an adult.
Their baptism is just a wet T-shirt contest. That's the
Why are you in a blue shirt? Put on the white shirt.
It's like the scene from Old School.
Yeah,
It's hazing.
yeah. I would go. I would infiltrate. We should do what the guy did in the game.
That's
but
true.
with Hillsong Church.
Yeah, we should write an expose
Yeah.
of these churches because they're all scams.
And then we're pretending like we're not actually into it, but we get into it
Yeah.
because it's just babes everywhere.
That's actually a great premise for a movie.
Infiltrating Hillsong.
Infiltrate a Hillsong type church, but then we get like a little too ingrained in it,
Right.
and we
Like one of the buddies gets too ingrained, and then the
Like
other
Mike
one's like,
becomes a
"Dude,
pastor.
Yeah.
And he's
Right.
where his like hair's gelled all of a sudden. He just looks like he's a cast member of the Jersey
yeah,
Shore.
like they just rock huge chains with crosses on them, because they got like Jordans on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they literally are swagged out.
I'm not going to be going to this.
No, you got to go once. We should go once.
we should go to experience it.
I'm not going
What are you
to
guys
meet
doing
my
Sunday?
future wife
No.
at Hills. I'm not going to be like, yeah, we met at Hills.
But it's manipulation. You're just going.
Let's be honest, you're not going to meet your future wife at a lot of the things you do.
I say we go Sunday.
no.
Let's go Sunday. And you know what? It might force you to have a couple more, condomless sex.
Never, dude.
I think so, because they don't believe in contraception. Or maybe they do. I don't know.
I don't know. There's new age rules.
Yeah.
You can make up whatever you want. I barely know anything about it.
I got two on me right now.
I say we go Sunday.
Put it on the microphone. I don't know if this is.
Do you want to go Sunday? Oh, wow. That's a wallet just for condoms?
Do you want to?
Do you ever mix wallets?
You want to
up?
explain what that is?
It's a condom wallet. Always have condoms on you. You never know when it's going to come in handy.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. I say we go Sunday.
All right. I mean, I could go
I'm
for a little
free.
research purposes.
I've got a podcast on Sunday Baby Shower Comedy. To fucking follow, subscribe.
Yeah, you can check out
comment.
Baby Shower.
Yeah, check it out.
If
Check
you're
out Baby
70
Shower.
plus. Any of the listeners are 70
Clip it.
plus. But I say we go Sunday. We see what it's about.
All right.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm down.
Me and Mike will go.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'll bring the camcorder
Yeah.
for the sex tape.
No, I want to expose these churches.
Yeah, they're exposing themselves, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting.
Everyone's getting some there. No, Hillsong's sick. Yeah, okay. Anyways,
All right.
moving on.
Sorry. This is your pod, Steeler ship.
All right. Next
Yeah,
topic.
steer your ship, dude.
I'm trying my best. Well, I got a little sidetracked. Anytime I talk about this stuff, I get a little hot and bothered, you know?
Yeah.
About chicks?
Yeah.
I went on a brutal date last night.
Well, that's the thing. He texts me. He's like, "I'm never going on a Hinge date again. In person is the way." And then today's like, I need $30 for Hinge roses.
That was a joke.
I know. Obviously, doesn't need.
Well, the
it.
rose doesn't work. Those petals are down.
I got a nice rose. I got a nice match on a rose.
She sent you a rose, or you sent the rose?
I sent, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked. She didn't message me
What
back.
was your
but
Oh, you got
what
the
was
match.
your line with the rose?
I said, if you don't match me back, I'm going to hunt you down
That's good.
and
Time
throw a
constraint.
non sequitur in your
By
face.
the end of the day, you have to put a time constraint.
Yeah. This rose has a time constraint.
I will unmatch you within 24 hours, but she didn't message back.
Actually, Hinge does that. They give you the time constraint. They always send you a text.
Bumble does.
Your rose is about to expire.
Oh, I've never encountered that issue. I fire off roses
Are you fine?
immediately.
I never throw a rose.
12:01 a.m. every Sunday.
you get them every Sunday. Yeah.
I get a notification when I get the rose, and it's out within a minute.
That's very impressive.
I
I like
message
it.
a girl. I go, "Have you ever seen a rose fired off as quickly as this one?"
That's not bad, actually.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I bet I'm waiting to get this rose.
Well,
for
you got Or the move is 11:59. Last second buzzer beater rose.
that if you saved it from the previous
Yeah.
week.
You're like, I was kind of busy. I meant
Go,
to send
I
this
guess
rose
I'll
earlier.
give it to you.
Yeah, you could have it.
Yeah. I got to get rid of this anyways.
Yeah.
Because the new one's coming in.
I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. There's a new bouquet coming in. I'm unloading.
All right. So why was the date bad?
Yeah, what
this
was
time?
bad about the date?
She just she kept on talking over to me. Right when I would start saying something, she would talk over me,
Okay.
and which I didn't appreciate because I like to
Steer the ship.
share information.
Yeah.
And then every time I brought up what I do for work, and she goes, "I don't know if I like that." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
What'd you say? Accounting.
Well, I'm not going to say. Yeah, I'm not going to say where I work, but I said the accounting firm. She's like, I don't know if that.
What did she do?
She used to work there.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad then.
And then she was like, "So what do you like?" I was like, "So what do you do for fun?" She's like, "Oh, I work out, this and that." She was like, "What do you do for fun?" I was like, "I do stand up sometimes."
She didn't like that.
And she was like, "I don't know if I like that." And I
yeah,
was
that
like,
makes sense.
She was
like,
just
just shut the fuck
No,
up.
I actually kind of agree with this girl.
she was just being direct.
Yeah, she was being direct. But then here's the thing: I was immediately like, "This isn't going to work."
You don't think it was manipulation?
Well, I was like, "This isn't going to work" in my head,
Okay.
right? So I at the end of the date, it looked like she wanted me to kiss her, but I'm like, I'm not going to fucking kiss you. You're a loser, you know?
Yeah,
And then as she was taking her Uber back, she goes, I don't know, I honestly don't know how that went.
She said that to you.
Yeah. And I was like, it went terrible.
Did
Yeah.
you say that?
No, but I was like, me neither.
Okay, that's not bad.
That sounds
actually.
like she's
Because I
interested.
didn't want to lay it down
Yeah.
too aggressive, you know what I mean?
I actually kind of like when a girl's still interested after a bad date.
yeah, I love that.
I mean, I
They're
don't want
very
to see her
desperate.
still,
Yeah.
but it does feel good.
I like a desperate girl
I like a
that has no choice. That has no choice in the matter.
She doesn't like anything about you, but she's still concerned with how it went.
Right,
Yeah. Well,
right.
because it's just that means she has low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith. You want a strong 7? That's a strong 7 move.
Strong
Strong 7 move is a bad date and her saying, I don't know how that went. That sounds like you went on a date with a strong 7. Mm-hmm. Was she? Week 6?
Huh?
Soft 6?
I'm not gonna
that's fair.
diminish,
No, yeah, it's
diminish
bad,
a girl
it's
to a number here.
Yeah,
you know?
you're right. That's very
Right.
fair.
You never do
This guy's
that.
a hero.
Yeah.
I would never rate
Have
a
you
girl
ever heard
one
of
through
the 3-number system?
Yes,
What, you
no, or
No,
maybe.
no, it's first is 0 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Face. Second, 0 or 1. Would you or would you not have sex with them? Third is 0 to 9. Body.
Mm-hmm.
So 0, 1, 0. That means she's got nothing going for her, but I'd still have sex with her.
A 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10 face. No, 0 out of 9. Because
0 out of
so it's a
9.
1 out of 10. Because you can't have double digits because it's like a phone number.
Right.
Because you could just drop an area. That girl's a 718. You know,
Right.
Just drop an area code.
I've never heard of the 3-digit.
Yeah, it's fun.
You guys throwing that around,
I've
and
heard of it, but I never stopped.
Tobin's heard about everything in this business.
I've heard.
Well, this is
about
New
it.
York, so I love a 212. You know,
Or a 917.
917.
917's a wife.
That's 917.
I like
good.
a 909.
No, I don't. Not yeah. That's because you wouldn't touch her because she's out of your league, or just because for the pride.
Because I have no interest.
Because her personality is the worst.
You want what
Yeah.
Stephen A. would say is you want a 717.
717.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the perfect.
What area code is that?
To be honest with you, what
Maybe
I would
LA.
like is like a 9.
Let's look up what area code 717 because that could be new lingo.
I'd like a 9-1, like 6. Like a 916
That's
or
right up
917.
there. That's
I
right
just
up
got a
your
I
new
love a face.
OnlyFans
I love a face.
subscriber.
Who is it, your mom?
They said B.
This,
Is your mom still alive?
No, I think it's this girl because then she just messaged
mom
me on
alive?
Instagram and said, "This
right.
is my OnlyFans. Let's be friends."
So are you going to sub her?
I might. We've talked for a
do you
while.
want to explain what the OnlyFans thing is? You're not showing.
I'm not
nudes on
showing
there.
whole.
Yeah.
No, it's just, except my first post was a little risky. I just put a picture of me doing stand-up. I said, here for a good time, not a long time.
You know this girl that followed you?
yeah, we messaged.
Oh,
before.
okay.
But it's just it's a comedy.
She has an
page.
OnlyFans, but I'm not a subscriber.
Is she a comic?
No, she's a
Huh.
girl.
You hooked up with her
No, she just DM'd me once
on Instagram?
on Instagram. That's my dating app is Instagram.
How much it is a cost to subscribe to your OnlyFans?
0.
Okay, it's free.
It's free, but you could post content and put a paywall in front of that content.
Got it.
So it could be like, post a stand-up clip and say pay $2, even though you could go to Instagram and watch it for free.
Yeah. So why would anyone do?
Maybe I'll put unique stuff up there, like like a stand-up clip at a naked show.
Yeah.
I would never do one, but hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
that's what it's for.
Got it.
Yeah, hopping special should be.
Would you ever throw a nude up?
No,
Why not?
I would charge a lot if I did.
Like 100?
Yeah, maybe 100
To look, 100
just to look. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Can you give
100
time?
just to look at it.
Can you give time constraints where they can only see it for like
It disappears.
60 seconds?
That would be a good move. If I had enough subscribers that I could imagine people would actually jump on the opportunity,
Do a flash sale?
I would do a flash sale, fire sale.
Flash
For
sale,
1 hour only.
so
this
to
picture
speak.
will be up.
Do
I
it,
don't
on,
know what I'm allowed to talk about, honestly. I might have to cut all of this.
do it on Cyber Monday.
What, this whole pod?
Just whole conversation. I don't know. I got to look through the contract. Dude.
Oh, OnlyFans,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the whole entire pod.
No. Yeah, the pod.
You signed a contract with OnlyFans?
No, I'm
You
not.
fucking
I've already
whore.
talked. So I've already said too much.
All right, you can't talk about it.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
no, I think it's.
I can talk about my OnlyFans account.
Do you have one?
Subscribe.
Do you
No,
have?
I don't know.
Have you ever subscribed to an OnlyFans? Yeah. Wow. Who was it?
There was one. There was a girl that I hooked up with once.
Yeah.
And she was on OnlyFans, and I subscribed for like like the earliest, just to check out what was on it. But I only looked at it once.
Well, there's a couple of like girls that I like grew up with that occasionally will like, and I'm almost like I just want to know what's going on here.
Are these the fitness influencers?
No, these are just like random.
I follow a couple of those girls, those fitness influencers that you grew up with. They do.
Which
They
one?
do some good squats.
Oh,
I don't follow them anymore.
I
They used
know,
to.
the one.
We used to have a podcast together. They used to like our old clips, but we
No,
obviously don't
she's the belle of the ball.
Yeah,
she's like
yeah.
the hottest girl ever.
we don't have. We have
She doesn't have. She's too hot for. She's like too.
She's a not.
Yeah.
Does
She's
she
a,
live in New York?
Yeah,
I'll take a
she's got a boyfriend.
swing at it.
She's got a boyfriend.
she'll take a swing.
She's got a boyfriend.
Just be like, hey, I heard you used to like Jake and Mike's podcast.
I was just on it
Do you want to?
with Mike.
Do you want to grab a drink?
I'm a non sequitur. Her.
Yeah, that's a non sequitur.
Yeah.
Boyfriends are for losers. Drinks on Tuesday.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I'm sure that will go over well.
Yeah, it would work.
I think he's also a fitness influencer though, so he'll probably kick your ass.
Not with this nose strip on.
That's true. It does look intimidating.
Yeah, everyone runs away from me.
Yeah,
with this
that's-
nose strip on.
Did you wear it on the date?
No,
Okay.
I took it off.
You should be a no strip guy.
I'm being 100% honest. Like I might actually be a nose strip guy. I'm not even messing around right now. I feel so good.
Do you feel more confident?
It's not about. I just feel good. I can breathe through my nose now.
Okay.
You know how much you're a nose breather, aren't you?
I'm a nose breather, yeah.
Haven't you? You were talking to me about that
do the
at
mouth.
Gracie's.
I do mouth taping.
Yeah, so you know the benefits of
It's
nose
huge.
breathing.
It's massive.
So now I can finally breathe through my nose.
Have you not?
I have a crazy deviated septum.
Yeah, you got to breathe through the nose.
Hear that?
Powerful, yeah.
It's a good
It sounds
stream.
like there's some
It's a good stream.
blockage, though. That's why it's making so much noise.
It's not very clean.
Well, I do
This
have a
is-
little bit of a cold. You guys are all going to get COVID.
You can't even hear mine.
It is a tough look though, because I remember like NFL running backs
Yeah.
used to wear that because it's like, oh, I need to really open up my nasal passage.
You should put some eye makeup below your eye too.
People wear it working out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That
I
actually
have
is
a
a good
set
thing.
tonight. Should I wear it at this during the set
Where
or
is
no?
it at? Depends where it is.
Laugh tour.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely wear
definitely.
it. Yeah.
20-minute spot.
Oh,
Ooh, you got the 20-minuter.
you should do no strip for the first 10, no strip for the last 10.
Kamaki would probably fire me. It's like, you're not going up with a nose strip.
No, I don't think.
No, it's part of your. Just tell them it's part of your breathing.
It's part of your character.
Yeah.
I do a bit, Kamaki, all right?
Yeah.
Just wait until the
comic.
finale.
Imagine you have the best set of your life on a nose strip. You're like, I'm never taking this
Beater,
off.
Yeah, yeah.
nose strip and beater underneath.
Tobin will do anything that Chappelle does. He's going to start wearing beaters on stage.
Well, you got to do jacket and then get it off.
I'm saying you got to get the one-piece jacket.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a one-piece jacket, same color scheme, but T.
What do
Instead
you mean?
of C,
What do
you
mean?
know his logo?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be T.
That's good.
Same color scheme.
You should do TM. TM's a cool
Yeah,
initial.
but he doesn't do D.
I know, but you
DC.
gotta differentiate a little, but still do
No,
the same
it's gonna-
font.
It's going to be a pure rip.
Same font.
Pure rip.
He loves him so much, it's going to be pure
Yeah.
rip.
My background is going to be Chappelle. I got Chappelle posters.
I know you've seen it. Have you seen the last special?
I did watch it.
You watched it. What were your thoughts?
It was good.
It was good. He's
Yeah.
not too enthused.
I mean, the long story.
You guys are in my dream.
Yeah, you guys are in my dream.
You're not. We're not. You're in our dream because you're in our game. All right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also,
But I am the game.
I will say this:
so it's like all comes full circle.
the
doesn't
end
it?
credits of Chappelle was the hardest.
Yeah, it was the coolest
It was
thing.
the coolest thing I've ever seen. Every photo is just the coldest photo ever taken.
Yeah.
It was just a collection of the coldest.
Have you
photos.
watched the end credits of all of it? It's the same thing every time, all the specials.
Are they all like that?
yeah,
They're all
it's
like
the
that.
best.
It's amazing. It's better than the special itself.
It's just him with every cool person in the world.
You can tell what's that Aloe Black song or
Yeah,
whatever?
I'm the man.
Yeah, I'm the man.
Yeah.
And also, if
And he is the man.
he is the man.
Yeah.
And you know, like you go to a funeral and they got all the pictures up. Imagine his funeral.
I'll be there.
It'll be a fucking museum of photos.
He could have a museum of his own, just all those photos
Oh, of
everywhere. And they're all in like black and white too.
I know, and there's like smoke in there. You could see the smoke.
Yeah.
And he's like just breathing cigarette smoke into like Mos Def's face.
Right.
It's like this guy doesn't give a fuck.
You know, I got in touch with his manager.
Chappelle's manager.
Yeah.
Who's his manager? What's
Not
his email?
gonna say it. Not gonna say it. But I
People could
DM'd
probably
him
look it up.
during. He was gonna do SNL during COVID,
Okay.
and I was running that outdoor show, and I DM'd his manager, and I go, like, I'm sure Chappelle's running around the city doing spots, trying to prepare for SNL. If he wants to stop by my outdoor show, it's at the East River Amphitheater. I'll give him time. And he messaged back. He goes, thanks, but he's like running it in DC or something like that. Like he got back to me.
Oh, that's man,
pretty cool.
Stand up was in a dark place.
Yeah.
That's
So I've got an
crazy.
open line where he can't. If I message him,
He'll see it.
It'll come up. Yeah, he'll definitely see it.
So you're saving.
I'm saving it for a very opportune.
Do you have?
You'd be like, hey, I'm a nose strip comic now. You might
Yeah,
want-
send a picture
you,
with a selfie with the nose strip.
You might want to manage.
just gonna tell him I have cancer and that I would love to open up for
That's
Chappelle
pretty
before
good.
I die.
That's
Like,
good. That's good. That's good.
That's better. Do that.
I actually would. I'm gonna try to get cancer so that I can open up for Chappelle.
What happens if he says no, though? If he says no and you just got cancer for no reason?
Worth it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Worth the shot.
I will
Shots
say
on
this.
goal.
People say never meet
It's
your
all about shots on
It's all about shots on goal.
people say never meet your heroes. I have heard from a few accounts he's kind of the man in person.
Why don't you throw a non sequitur at Chappelle's man?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying, like the nose strip thing. Hey, I'm wearing nose strips now. Hey, does he need an opener for punchline?
Here's a
And then if he
link.
doesn't respond, then I think it's fair because it's not.
Here's a link for nose strips. Use promo code Tobin Miller Comedy.
Yeah,
Tobin Miller Funny Man.
but I think you could double text in this situation. If he doesn't respond, you say I have cancer.
The cancer is always the fallback.
Yeah.
What
It's
you have to
part
do
of
is
your
double
sleep.
text so it says 2 messages.
Yeah, so
he
he
can't
has to
screen
read
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
so he
yes.
has to read it.
That's good.
When you double text, do they see the second message first?
No, they don't see. They just
don't
see
see
two
anything.
messages.
They just see two
Unless
messages.
they're on their phone and a notification comes down, then they can screen it.
I doubt that his manager has
Yeah.
notifications on though. That would be crazy if he did. You got to fire that guy. You're breathing out through the mouth though. Try out through the nose. Doesn't that
Whoa.
feel better? I get lightheaded sometimes.
This guy's doing Wim Hof.
This is
on the
half
pod.
half this podcast is just nasal breathing. It's just Tobin's nose.
Why don't you save this for off the pod?
You got to. Have you ever Wim Hofed?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah, you should get him on Wim Hof with the nasal passage strip. You know, he'll really get after it.
For sure, you'll see God.
Yeah.
You just hyperventilate till you almost pass out.
We'll put it in the game. We'll manipulate it.
And then you do cold exposure and you could run through a wall. Yeah. You could defeat all your... I guess Schwartz is home.
Here.
Schwartz is home. Pod's over.
What? How we doing on time?
We're doing good.
All
We
right.
got a few minutes left.
I'm late for my heart out.
Oh, you missed that
My heart out
ages
was
ago.
at 5:30.
It's so hard. He's still here.
Yeah,
Can't
but
believe my manager didn't come in here and tell me to get out.
yeah, your team of people.
Yeah.
I
Usually
think
my
instead of a
team comes
manager,
in.
this is cooler. I don't want to be repped. I want a bodyguard. That's gonna be the only thing I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a big guy because that looks way more important than if you have a manager.
Bodyguard is cool.
Bodyguard's sick.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
want a bodyguard, but he's like a 5'5" Asian dude. And I go, don't mess with this guy. And they're like, this guy's
That is a good move
crazy.
because, like, why would you have that? So obviously, this guy's like a black belt in karate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And he's got
karate.
he's got a top he's got a top hat like Odd Job from 007.
Oh,
Did you
that's
see
good.
that?
Yeah, that's good. He just throws it. Yeah, that's good. He's a hat thrower. Yeah, that's a good move. I don't know if
Maybe I have a team of them. Maybe I got like 10 of them.
just a gang.
Yeah.
You're just protected
I'm
by the
surrounded
triads.
by 10 5'5" Asian guys,
Yeah, they-
all in suits.
Yeah, that would actually look incredible. You just peeking above. You just peeking above.
Yeah.
10 5'5" Asian guys.
Yeah, you walk down the street, they're just surrounding you.
And if
You
I
need
start
two
getting
on a
attacked,
phone
they
at
go
all
on.
times?
If I start getting attacked, they go on each other's shoulders and huddle over me to protect me.
It's the 5-on-5
Yeah.
formation.
Yeah, they're like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like that guy in formation. Like that guy in Ocean's 11. It's just 10 of those
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
No, it's dangerous. That's what comedy's dangerous now. So you have to have protection.
Well, Chappelle, you know, your guy, he's got bodyguards.
Yeah, that's why I think it's better if you really want to emulate Chappelle. You get bodyguards before you get a manager.
Right.
Yeah, and they don't take 10%.
And I get Jamie Foxx to hang out with me.
That's easy.
That's easy. You
Yeah.
could get any rapper to hang out.
Did you see Jamie Foxx's daughter, who she's marrying?
No,
Some dweeb, but she's so hot.
Yeah.
who's she marrying?
She is.
Is it like a famous person or he's just a guy?
Some like movie producer or some
Oh,
bullshit.
that's just tactical.
That's tactical.
Yeah,
Probably threw a non sequitur at her.
that's true. It might just be manipulation. John,
Look at this dweeb.
oh, that guy kind of is a
Kinda
dweeb.
Look at how beautiful she is.
He's a breadstick, huh?
Yeah, he's a little skinny.
He looks like
thin.
he looks like the guy that was on our podcast earlier, but
Joseph.
dark hair.
Whatever happened to Jamie? Remember that thing?
He almost died.
Was he sick?
Whoa! Go back. Third photo to the right, first row. Third. No. From the other way.
The other way. That one.
Yeah, 2 over. Yeah, that one.
What are you looking at?
It's like a hump photo.
He's kissing. You know what though?
It's like they're-
she's gonna eat him alive. Look, that's a cuck kiss position. He's kissing her hair.
It's like an engagement photo.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Where you stand on engagement photos? Like in the park, you know, when you're like forehead to forehead.
It's whatever the girl wants.
Yeah. Well, now you're really turning over a new leaf at that point.
No. Between engagement and marriage,
Yeah,
that period, it's whatever the girl wants.
that's true. All right.
Before and after, it's whatever the guy wants.
But I thought you were saying post marriage, you still got to keep a little mystery open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she goes, "Oh, I got this guy," and then once the
That's-
marriage happens, boom, we're back to square
Yeah,
one.
that's the mystery.
Yeah, that's the mystery.
What
She goes,
happened? He's a new person. I'm locked into this.
Yeah.
Right. But you're like, even 3 years in, you got to be like, we're going vacation to Cabo. I already packed your bags.
Would it be more mysterious if you said Cabo, but then you go somewhere else?
Yeah.
I can't wait to whisper in my wife's ear the night of our marriage. Go, you fucked up. You done fucked up. It's just her laughing.
And you're like, no, I'm dead serious.
There's nothing you
actually.
could do now.
Yeah.
Imagine the embarrassment if you back out now.
The move is that you have to.
Night of the wedding.
Yeah, night of the wedding.
Yeah, she has to be the breadwinner though,
Yeah.
because that makes it more. She
Right.
fucked up.
And no prenup is signed.
Yeah, no prenup. Of course, no prenup.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Prenups only go the other direction.
Yeah. Would you ever? How do you feel about? Do you have any sort of preference on if she makes more money than you or not?
I think if you're able to make it at whatever you want and manipulate, but she makes more money than you, ideal situation.
Say what? So what does that?
Like
mean?
if you're in the power position, but you're also the guy not making any money, that's the
well,
perfect,
that's right.
that's the dream.
If she makes like something minuscule more than me, like 20 to 50K more than me, then I'm pissed. But if she makes like 10 times more than me, it's great.
It's amazing. I agree
Right.
with that, actually. That's a good point.
Because she'll just hold it over. She's like, well, I make more than, But if
Yeah.
it's like 10 times more, it's like, all right, great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, at a certain point, it's so ridiculous that you, it's not, she couldn't hold it over you because it's such an understanding
Right.
that she makes more. But yeah, if it's a marginal amount, she'll hold it
Go
over.
ahead, Bramante. It sounds like you've got an opinion on this.
Well, I just think that I think when it comes down to it, the power dynamics in a marriage, it's always money related.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But I would prefer she makes way more than me. I want to transfer from a stay-at-home son to a stay-at-home husband. Right?
I
That's what
agree.
want.
Well, I think we have the nice thing about stand-up is you have this cool social aspect
Right.
that money can't buy.
That's true.
And so you have that.
Yeah, the cool social aspect us comedians have, hanging out
Not
with the
now.
biggest losers in the
Not
whole
now,
city.
but in hypothetically in 5 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we could be like Chappelle in those Chappelle photos.
Yeah, exactly. Or we're just the side character. We're just with Chappelle in the photo.
That's what
No,
I'm
if
saying.
you-
yeah.
That's why you got to get in the cellar.
That's true. That's a qualifying question if you tell a girl you do comedy.
It doesn't matter how much
Immediately.
money she makes if you're in the cellar.
If you're in the cellar, everything's forgiven.
That's true. It's 100% true, actually.
It's actually true.
But you kind of have to be a regular.
Yeah.
Because you can't be like, I'm in at the cellar. She's like, when are you performing? And you're like,
No, you got
good-
you're
it's a
a
good-
regular.
I don't know.
it's a good question.
I don't know what I'm performing.
You bring up a good point.
I put in my veils, but that's about it.
Yeah.
If you're a regular at the cellar, anything is
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing.
There's
you
nothing
can't
you
do.
can't do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's the golden rule.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak it
yeah.
into existence. LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball is kind of one of the goats. Whatever
is.
happened to him? He kind of fell off the planet.
Well, his
it was too much too quick.
one of his youngest kid is actually the best player. I
Yeah.
think the kid on the Hornets.
Yeah, he always would.
But the LaMelo or
Lonzo might be on the team. though.
Lonzo's hurt.
He might be on the team.
yeah, he's on the Bulls, but he's got like a really bad injury.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll ever play again. But he did kind of speak it into existence. He's like, my kid's gonna be the next big thing. He's gonna get drafted by the Lakers, and he was drafted by the Lakers
it's true, 100%. But that there was some foul play.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's manipulation.
Wasn't he supposed to be was it the Knicks or is it another team that was supposed to take him? And then there's some manipulation.
It's all
going on?
manipulation because he got the media train going. He's going to be on the Lakers, and then they gave him the pick, and then the Lakers are like, well, we have to take him.
He's the Trump of sports dads.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Trump of sports dads. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I think we're at 57.
Okay.
What are you doing under the table right now?
Sorry.
You have an electrolyte drink every day. Is it from the date? You got banged up because she was bad conversation, so you had to drink.
I've had a sore throat for like 2 weeks,
Okay, that's not great.
and so I'm trying
It's
to.
probably because you're mouth breathing.
That's probably what it is. It's not. But I've had like many nights out where it doesn't get better or worse.
Yeah. It's mouth.
It's like something weird that's happening. Like I'm scared that I have throat cancer
you should get on the
because
Chappelle
it's
message
deep.
then.
It's deep right here, and I've had nightmares about having to be the guy that goes like this.
Now he's actually convincing himself that he has cancer.
Speak it
so
into existence.
Did I tell you about that? About my terrors about having that?
No.
What?
I was thinking about it. If I had throat cancer and I had to be like go like this.
What would your non sequitur be if you had throat cancer?
Hey, just found out I have throat cancer.
No, you got to do the voice.
I just saw President Trump get shot. You want to go on Tuesday?
I think that would
It's a
work.
bad one.
Yeah.
No, it might work.
But I was thinking about I wouldn't get fired from my job, but I would stop. My current role in my job would cease to exist because I can't be put in front of clients that way.
I don't know though, because what's his name? RFK Jr. is
Yeah.
running for president. He sounds like
Yeah,
that.
but he doesn't plug it. I'm talking
you're
about a
saying
plug.
Like a trachea plug?
yeah, like
Yeah.
I think that's only if you smoke.
No, it's throat cancer. I think.
throat cancer.
But how would you get throat cancer if you didn't smoke? That's, I guess, the $1,000,000 question. You know?
Well, I used to
You only.
Oh, you used to smoke.
not much.
Okay.
In my lifetime, I've probably bought 30 packs of cigarettes.
Okay.
In my lifetime,
That's
I never smoked the
substantial.
full thing.
That's enough, though.
You think?
I think it could be, yeah. I don't know.
Well, if you. If it
You guys
affects
never smoke? You probably never smoked
No.
cigarettes, huh?
I smoke
Do you?
cigarettes, yeah.
How
Young.
well- yeah.
Like real young.
Like
Probably
12?
stunted my growth. Yeah.
Really?
100%. That's why. I mean, I think I would have been short anyways because my parents are short. But like, it definitely stunted my
Both
growth.
of Jake's parents are like 6'7".
It's like, damn. That's why when you see a short guy, you're like, that guy's badass. He was smoking cigarettes when he was 6.
If Jake was Asian, he could be one of your bodyguards.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe you'll be the leader of them.
That'd be
the
sick.
one.
That'd be a little. Yeah. That's white privilege.
right. Exactly.
If you're white, you could just be the leader of 10 Asians. You just have a gang.
You should stop doing Zyn. Maybe you'll grow a little bit.
No, at this point, I think it's too far gone.
Nah,
Nicotine's good for you, apparently.
Nicotine's good for you.
Yeah.
It's good for neurological function,
Yeah.
which doesn't really mean much, but it sounds
Watch a Tate
smart.
video.
Yeah. Well, I'm Huberman. You're on Tate's doing health stuff?
He used to, back when I used to watch him. I haven't watched him in a long time. He got soft.
He's pinched.
He got soft.
Didn't he get pinched?
to be out on hate because he's so the funniest
Yeah,
thing in
it's
the
great.
world. Yeah.
He's all PC now. It's fine. He's a loser.
Is he actually? No.
I've watched a couple, but it's not about what because everyone just talks about his jail and how
Yeah.
he's problematic. That's all of his
So he's defending
podcasts are now.
himself.
Yeah, he just defends himself. He doesn't
But
come
there
out with
was
any
a
material.
Twitter space or something like that where it was.
Oh my!
I was like, did you? I asked Tobin because I came up on my YouTube and I saw. I asked Tobin if he saw it. It was essentially Clubhouse. You remember that?
Yeah.
Where it was just like a conference call, but it was Elon Musk,
Alex Jones, Andrew Tate.
and they were all. It was like an hour conversation.
It's like the Avengers of cancel.
That's crazy.
problematic people. It was the
That's insane.
best content I've ever
and I think
seen in my life.
Ramaswamy was on it too.
Oh, you might get my
Vivek
vote.
Ramaswamy got caught pissing with non-muted. He was just like pissing. It was like
But-
while
in a
while Andrew Tate and Alex Jones are like calling the world like bad.
They're like, oh yeah, the Matrix is controlling everything, and Ramaswamy's taking a piss in a
Yeah.
urinal.
That's amazing. He's got my vote.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to vote for Ramaswamy.
RFK till I die.
I might vote RFK.
I like RFK.
I'm on the fence.
RFK's got
The
some
voice
ideas.
isn't great though. You can have that voice leading.
I love it's bad for 3 minutes and then you kind of love it.
It's true. You get used to it. You're like he kind of gets it. He kind of like gets in a groove a little bit, and you're like,
It sounds straining to me, no matter what.
The best dude, throw an RFK fact out to someone and don't say that it's an RFK fact. And they're like, yeah, you know. But if
Yeah.
you tell them that it's RFK, they're
Right.
like, it's fucking ridiculous.
what's an example?
So water treatment facilities,
Mm-hmm.
right? There apparently men are becoming less masculine
Yeah.
because the water treatment facilities can't treat birth control. So girls are pissing out birth control, like the
Right.
birth
Yes.
control stuff that is in birth control. They're pissing it out. Goes into the water treatment facilities. The water treatment facilities can't treat for the drugs in birth control. So everyone's just taking birth control.
Interesting. That's why you don't drink tap.
Yeah.
Got it.
The move is to get the glass bottle water filter.
Of course, it had something to do with like masculinity.
By
Well,
the way,
Alex Jones called this years ago.
Really?
yeah.
Turning the frogs gay.
I thought
That was like 15 years ago. I mean, he called it so long ago.
Turning the Frogs Gay would be a great like album or so, or like
Yeah.
you're gonna go see Turning the Frogs Gay.
Dude, you have to listen to Mike Bramante's album, Turning the Frogs Gay.
right.
Yeah,
That's
one of
actually
the
a pretty
best.
good title.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
All right, we got to wrap up.
All right.
Do you have any closing remarks?
How do you feel that this went?
I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
I had fun.
I feel like Tobin's on the fence, actually.
Can you scratch everything that we said, though?
Yeah, I will say there were some things said that
You
were
might
highly
need to,
regrettable.
You might need to edit this with a fine tooth.
No. Here's what we do.
Okay.
Put this in front of the podcast. By the way, guys, just a little note. We had a lot of fun on the podcast, but once again, this is a comedy podcast, and everything's meant to be funny. I don't stand by anything that.
Yeah, none of
anyone
this
said.
reflects our genuine beliefs.
Yes.
This is just what we were saying for pod fodder to get laughs out of you. We hope it worked. Thank you
Right.
for listening.
Yeah.
And
And if it didn't, it wasn't worth it.
right.
But no, we were just having fun.
Shots
We're just-
on goal.
Yeah, it's all about shots.
It's shots on goal.
Do you have any plugs? Baby shower has been plugged.
After this podcast, no plugs.
No plugs.
No, I would
Baby
s-
shower comedy. Follow Dave Chappelle on Instagram and all the social medias. Watch his special.
Message his manager and put in the good word for Tobin. He's got
Spam his manager. You should have Tobin Miller open up for Chappelle.
Yeah.
I'd say follow us on social media. Mike Bramante.
Yeah, follow Mike Bramante on TikTok because he's got all the.
He's mad
followers.
that
I'm not mad.
the sketch went well on my TikTok. But
I'm not.
You
mad.
tag-
check out the
I'm not mad
sketches.
about it.
Check out the PUA sketches.
Yeah. Mike's going to become huge and then he'll forget you.
I'm really not mad about it.
Yeah.
All
So anyways,
well,
but
thanks
we had
for
fun.
listening.
Yeah.
Like, rate, review. See you next week.